Welcome back to Record Rift, where we unearth the epic tales that shaped our world. Today, we're journeying to the heart of ancient Persia, to the Achaemenid Empire, a colossus that stretched from the sands of Egypt to the mountains of India. Ruled by the kings of kings, this empire was a marvel of power, culture, and ambition, forging a legacy that echoes through history. Picture grand palaces, vast armies, and a system of roads binding millions across continents. How did a small tribe rise to rule the largest empire of its time? What made their reign so extraordinary, and why did it fall? Over the next 20 minutes, we'll trace the rise, glory, and collapse of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Saddle up for a ride through history. Let's dive in. The story of the Achaemenid Empire begins in the rugged highlands of modern-day Iran, around the 7th century BCE. The Persians, an Indo-Iranian people, were one of many tribes in the region, overshadowed by powerful neighbors like the Medes, Assyrians, and Babylonians. According to legend, their founder, Achaemenids, led the Persians to settle in Persis, modern Fars. By the 6th century, they were vassals of the Median Empire, ruled from Ecbatana. Enter Cyrus II, later called Cyrus the Great, born around 600 BCE. A charismatic leader with royal blood, Cyrus united Persian tribes and in 550 BCE rebelled against the Medes under King Astyages. With cunning and military skill, Cyrus defeated the Medes, capturing their capital and founding the Achaemenid Empire. Cyrus didn't stop there. He turned west, conquering the Lydian Empire in 546 BCE, including its fabulously wealthy king Croesus. Then in 539 BCE, he took Babylon, a city of legendary splendor, without a fight, welcomed by locals weary of their rulers. Cyrus's genius lay in his mercy. He freed captives, like the Jews exiled in Babylon, earning praise in the Hebrew Bible. His empire, spanning modern Turkey to Central Asia, was the largest the world had seen, built not just on conquest but on tolerance and diplomacy. Cyrus's vision set the tone for the Achaemenids, blending Persian ambition with a knack for governing diverse peoples. Under Cyrus's successors, the Achaemenid Empire reached its zenith. His son, Cambyses II, conquered Egypt in 525 BC, adding the Nile's riches to Persia's domain. But it was Darius I, ruling from 522 to 486 BC, who transformed the empire into a masterpiece of organization. After seizing the throne in a coup, Darius divided the empire into 20 satrapies, each governed by a satrap or regional governor answerable to the King of Kings. He standardized taxes, weights, and measures, boosting trade. The Royal Road, stretching 1,700 miles from Susa to Sardis, linked the empire with relay stations for swift communication. Couriers could travel its length in a week, a feat unmatched for centuries. Darius built dazzling capitals, like Persepolis, a palace city of golden tiles and towering columns, showcasing Persia's might. His empire, covering 5.5 million square kilometers and 44% of the world's population, was a cultural mosaic. Persians, Egyptians, Greeks, and Indians coexisted under a system that respected local customs. Zoroastrianism, Persia's dominant faith, emphasized order and truth, shaping royal ideology. Darius also expanded the empire, conquering parts of India and Thrace, but met resistance in Greece. The Persian Wars, sparked by Darius's failed invasion in 490 BCE and his son Xerxes' I's defeat at Salamis in 480 BCE, checked Persia's westward ambitions. Yet, the empire's core remained strong, its wealth and stability the envy of the ancient world. The Achaemenid success wasn't just military, it was administrative. Satraps governed provinces but were monitored by royal inspectors, the eyes and ears of the king, preventing rebellion. The empire's bureaucracy, centered in Susa and Persepolis, used Aramaic as a common language, uniting diverse peoples. Taxation was heavy but fair, funding grand projects and a standing army, including the elite immortals, 10,000 warriors famed for their discipline. The Achaemenids built aqueducts, canals, and ports, fostering prosperity from the Indus to the Mediterranean. Culturally, the empire was a crossroads. Persian art blended Egyptian, Greek, and Mesopotamian styles, seen in Persepolis' intricate reliefs of tribute bearers. Literature, like the Behistun inscription, glorified royal deeds in multiple languages. The empire tolerated local religions, from Judaism to Babylonian cults, fostering loyalty. Trade flourished along the royal road and sea routes, exchanging spices, gold, and ideas. Greek historians like Herodotus, though biased, marveled at Persia's scale. Under kings like Artaxerxes I and Darius II, the empire endured despite internal revolts. Its system, flexible enough to govern millions across vast distances, be why the 4th century BCE. Cracks appeared. The Achaemenid Empire, vast and wealthy, grew complacent. Kings like Xerxes II and Artaxerxes III faced rebellions in Egypt and satrapal revolts, draining resources. Court intrigue, eunuchs, queens, and nobles vying for power, weakened leadership. The empire's reliance on mercenaries, including Greeks, diluted military loyalty. Meanwhile, Greece, once a minor foe, was rising under Philip II of Macedon and his son, Alexander. In 334 BCE, Alexander the Great invaded Persia, ruled by Darius III, a capable but unlucky king. Alexander's disciplined phalanxes and bold tactics outmatched Persia's larger armies. At Issus in 333 BCE and Gaugamela in 331 BCE, Alexander crushed Darius's forces, capturing Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, which he burned in a symbolic act. Darius fled, only to be murdered by his own nobles in 330 BCE. The Achaemenid Empire collapsed, its lands absorbed by Alexander's empire. Persia's fall was swift, undone by internal decay and an unstoppable foe. Yet, its administrative genius influenced Alexander and later empires, from the Seleucids to Rome. The Achaemenid Empire's fall ended an era, but its legacy endures. Its model of governance, centralized yet tolerant, inspired empires like the Mauryans, Romans, and Sassanids. The royal road and satrapy system shaped trade and administration for centuries. Zoroastrianism influenced Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Persia's art and architecture, from Persepolis' ruins to reliefs in Susa, remain iconic. Greek accounts, though often hostile, preserve Persia's story, while modern Iran celebrates Cyrus as a founding father. The Achaemenids showed that diversity could be a strength, uniting millions under one crown. Their fall reminds us that even the greatest empires are mortal, vulnerable to hubris and external shocks. Today, their story resonates in debates about governance, cultural exchange, and imperial ambition. The Persian Empire wasn't just a chapter in history. It was a blueprint for how to rule the world. That's the epic saga of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, ruled by the kings of kings who forged a world unlike any before. What do you think? Could Persia have stopped Alexander, or was its fall inevitable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us what ancient empire you want us to explore next on Record Rift. If this journey through Persia captivated you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to join our quest through history. Until next time, keep uncovering the rifts that shape our past. This is Record Rift, signing off.